everyone, welcome to my channel, The Mind Reprogrammer. The topic I really want to share today and the topic I feel inspired to talk about is this topic or this idea called hooponopono. I hope I've said it right. Now, first of all, it's come to my realization that I'm an individual that's always looking for something to accelerate, improve, develop my awareness, myself in general. And I stumbled across this hooponopono prayer. And I just want to talk about it with you guys today. And I want to share some ideas that I've discovered from it. And I also want to talk about why it's important for us to look at it. And then I want to break down each part of the prayer so that the prayer can begin to make sense for you. And hopefully you can begin to use it in your personal life. Now, the prayer goes like this, and it's very simple. And when I first of all discovered it, I was like, a prayer cannot be this simple. But it goes, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Damn. Even as I say it now, I can feel the goosebumps in my body. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Now, what surprised me most about this prayer when I first discovered it was that there was no dogma or creed or anything related to it. I didn't have to use a name or pray to somebody. I just say these words. Some people like to call it a mantra. And I'm able to access a certain level of consciousness and awareness within myself that lets me begin to feel connected. Now, the first part of the prayer is, I'm sorry. And you have to remember, when you're saying this prayer, you're saying it to yourself. And I think that's what touched me the most when I first began playing with it. Because I would sit down on my bed before I go to bed and I would just quickly just meditate and I'd go in myself and I would say to myself, I'm sorry. And when I say I'm sorry, I'm saying to myself, I'm sorry for all the times I ignored you. I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you. And as I say this, I'm talking about myself. Because, you know, it's so easy for us to say sorry to other people. If somebody offends us or we offend somebody, we quickly say, oh, sorry, mate, I won't do that again. Or if somebody does something, we expect an apology from them. But in this situation, you're actually saying sorry to yourself. I'm sorry for the times I ignored myself. I'm sorry for not following my intuition or my guidance. I'm sorry for ignoring my truth. I'm sorry for not following my heart. And that's why when I say that word to myself, I'm sorry, words can't explain how it makes me feel. Because I'm acknowledging to myself that there's certain things in my life that maybe I've not done. And by saying it before I go to bed, you know what, I'm sorry. And then after I say I'm sorry, the next part of the prayer is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Now, forgiveness, that's I made a video about that one. If you want to go check it out, the link is below. How to forgive someone. When you forgive, and I'm going to repeat it again just so remember, forgiveness is not an act that we do for the other person. It's something we do for ourselves. When you forgive someone, you're forgiving the pain and the trauma that it's causing you rather than them. Because you're the one that's holding on to it mentally. You're the one that's venting up and getting angry about it. So first of all, like I said, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And if you do believe in a God or a creator or a source or whatever it is you believe in, and even if you're a bloody atheist, if that's what you believe in, to say to yourself, please forgive me, to forgive yourself for things you've done. I know I've done things in my life that I struggle to forgive myself for. I'm on a journey of forgiveness. I practice forgiveness every day with myself, because there's stuff that we do that we immediately feel guilty for. And it's important to acknowledge this. Forgiveness and guiltiness, they're brothers and sisters. If you feel guilty about something, it's because of a rule you've created. Therefore, forgiveness is needed. And that's something important that you need to begin to realize. So first of all, we've got the, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And then the next part is thank you. And even as I say that, thank you, you're saying thank you to yourself. Thank you for my eyes. Thank you for my head. Thank you for my lips. Thank you for my nose. Thank you for my ears. You know, the ability to be grateful, to practice gratitude. You know, Seligman did a study about practicing gratitude, writing down on a piece of paper 3 things you do every day. Just go into your awareness, find 3 things to be grateful for, write it down on a piece of paper. It was proven that by following that practice, people's moods began to change. Anxiety began to get released and lowered. Even depression can start to be challenged and move because you're beginning to acknowledge and you're beginning to see. You have to remember when we talk about things like thank you and gratitude, it's all about perception and perspective. When you're beginning to find things to be grateful for, you're changing the glasses at which you view reality with. Because you're now beginning to put glasses on or beginning to see the world through the eyes of someone that's grateful. You're beginning to look for things to be grateful for. So, like I said, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. You're saying thank you. That the fact that you're alive, the fact that you're able to talk, you're able to watch this video, you're able to have an opinion, you're able to think. You know, these are things that are very important that we don't necessarily sometimes think about and we take for granted. I know I take for granted every day waking up. You know, you just wake up and think, yep, it's my birthright. Well, people are dying. And people are dying and people have died. So please remember that the fragility of life is that life is like a glass. Once it cracks, man, it's hard to pick it up again. So remember that. You're saying thank you. And the last part, which is one of the most hardest part for people I've realized that practice this prayer, I love you. It's so easy for us to say I love you to someone else. It just runs off our mouth. I love you. But can you really love another if you don't love yourself? I'm a big believer that we can only love at the level at which we love ourselves. So if I love myself at 5%, I cannot love anybody else above that 5% because I believe that everybody is a reflection of me. So the capacity to say to yourself, I love you. And it's true. You might say it in the beginning and your whole entire being and body might say, you're a liar, you're a fraudster, how dare you say that? Slow down. If you can't say, I love you, you can say, I am loving myself. These 4 individual words combined together is potent. It is very, very potent. I can't psychologically or energetically explain what it does, but I feel a shift in my being. I would love for you to just try it. Give it 7 days. Waking up every morning and just saying to yourself, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Just experiment with it. Even as I'm saying it right now when I'm looking in the camera, I can feel the energy of those words. I am sorry. I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused myself. I'm sorry for the times that I didn't follow my intuition, I didn't follow my gut. I'm sorry for the times that I did something that I knew I shouldn't have done. Please forgive me. I'm sorry for any single pain that I'm holding on to, that I'm unaware of. Please forgive me. And remember, you're not saying it to nobody else apart from yourself. The true self, your higher self, whatever it is you believe in. And then the last one after that. So yeah, if anything I've said resonates and it works, comment, let me know.